Good morning and welcome to the 2020 Rugby Middle School Award Ceremony. Would you please stand and join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Students, I never thought in August that I'd be delivering this speech to an empty gym for a virtual award ceremony, but here we are. While the coronavirus has taken our ability to gather in person, the rugby staff wants you all to know that your achievements are important and worthy of this recognition. The time you put into your studies, your arts, your athletics, and your good citizenship are important and have not gone unnoticed, even if we can't celebrate these achievements in person. And as a result, here we are, ready to begin our first Rugby Middle School Virtual Awards. I also need to take this opportunity to thank and honor our entire staff, from teachers to assistant principals, from teachers' assistants to counselors, from office staff to custodians, bus drivers, cafeteria staff, Deputy Hoy, Nurse Kayla. The adults in this building work hard every day to provide a safe and nurturing environment for the students in our community, and we appreciate that beyond measure. This year, that appreciation takes on a greater meaning as we have seen our staff jump and meet the challenge of delivering remote instruction almost immediately. That has meant sitting for hours in front of computer screens with Google Meets or Google Chats. That has meant contacting parents and students to offer feedback and to help students continue growing despite not seeing them every day. In short, it has meant doing everything we do differently, but with the same goal in mind, to help our students meet their boundless potential. So I'd like to welcome you all to Rugby Middle School and our 2020 Awards Ceremony. Today is a chance for us to look back on our incredibly odd school year, to recognize some major accomplishments. In short, despite being interrupted by a global pandemic, we are ending a school year that has given us countless chances to be proud of rugby and our students. With that, let's begin the awards. Our first presentation is for this year's Teacher of the Year. This year's Teacher of the Year came to us with many tools in her teacher tool belt. She's a skilled math teacher at many levels, and she has been a school testing coordinator in her past. While all of these skills help Ms. Parker in doing her job so skillfully, it is undoubtedly her heart for students that drives her to be our Teacher of the Year. Ms. Parker embodies the concept of caring for the whole child. If there is a student who could benefit from extracurricular involvement, she facilitates that. If there is a student in need of a ride, she waits with that student and works to make that happen. If there's an athletic team that needs a bus driver, she hops on that bus and drives. If there's a student whose family needs the support of a school community, Tracy Parker organizes and mobilizes that support for that family. In short, Tracy Parker is an outstanding human who is a master of mathematics and how to relay that content to students. While some would correctly say that she teaches middle school math, I would reframe that to say Tracy Parker is our Teacher of the Year because she works to teach students, not simply math. So please join me in recognizing our 2020 Teacher of the Year, Miss Tracy Parker. Our first student award is the Dr. Edney 8th grade scholarship. And for that award, we go on location for those presentations. Okay.
Hi, Ben. How are you?
Good.
You're wondering what's going on, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Well, as you know.
For the Dr. Edney's All-Around Good Student Award, the rugby teachers select a student who exhibits good citizenship, excellent manners, is a role model for peers, and makes a good effort in their studies. Ben goes above and beyond each of these qualities. Ben has taken the most challenging classes available at rugby while maintaining top grades. As an 8th grader, Ben has taken 3 high school classes while participating in many clubs. Ben was a member of the National Junior Honor Society and helped start the Ecology Club. He was a mentor to sixth graders as a navigator and made the Western Regional Junior Honors Orchestra. Ben has also represented rugby in the state competition of National History Day. Outside of school, Ben likes to give back to the community by volunteering as a junior interpreter at Johnson Farm. He's a member of both the Cadenza Strings Ensemble and Conservatory String Quartet through the Music Academy of Western North Carolina. All of that does not keep Ben busy enough. He's created his own YouTube channel about biking called Trails to Trials. More than anything, Ben Hinchcliffe is an all-around good student and good person. Congratulations, Ben. Thank you. And that counts with a $100 check, just so you know.
Our next award is our 7th grade Character Counts Award, and that award goes to Eden Campbell. Eden takes great pride in being a Rugby Raider. She is an excellent role model for her peers and can always be counted on to complete any task she's given. She makes sure the flag is displayed each and every day and hurries down to get it down if the rain begins. We appreciate Eden and her contributions at rugby. For our 6th grade Leadership Award, we'd like to go on location to Miss Stacy Smithson, a 6th grade teacher, to present the award.
Hi, I'm Stacy Smithson. I teach 6th grade here at Rugby. Today I have the pleasure of awarding the Caroline Albee Leadership Award. Dr. Albee is a former Rugby Raider, daughter of a former rugby teacher, and today she is an orthodontist in Mills River. She would like to recognize a student in 6th grade for their standout leadership skills. I'm honored to present Liliana Lil Beda with the Caroline Albee Leadership Award. Lil immediately stood out to her teachers. She naturally took on leadership roles at the beginning of the year. When Lil was absent, she would email or even call the school to find out what she had missed and have it all taken care of before she returned back to school. She set a wonderful example for her classmates by always completing quality work on time, participating in class, and being a good citizen. Without being asked, Lil went above and beyond to make new students feel welcome. She helped them find their classes, explain procedures, and would introduce them to new friends. Lil played an important role in her advisory group. She was vocal during discussions and helped organize her classmates and activities. She was instrumental in starting the writing club at Rugby, and she participated in our school musical. She has continued with her above and beyond work ethic up to the end of the school year. Lil is a joy to teach, and we know she will go far in life with her outstanding leadership skills. Congratulations, Lil. We're so proud of you.
For our Etowah Lions Club Scholarship, we will go on location for at-home presentations.
Active citizenship is defined as a citizen who works towards making his or her community a better place through public service, volunteer work, and other such efforts to improve life for all citizens. The recipient of the Etowah Lions Club Citizenship Award is a student whose personal acts and attitude have proven to be one of the most outstanding in the class. At school, he is a navigator or a mentor to a 6th grade student. He has made all-county bands the last 2 years and enjoys playing percussion in the band as well as jazz band. He is a member of the National Junior Honor Society and has participated in several clubs at Rugby, including the Rugby Swim Club, the Book to Movie Club, and the Rugby Tennis Club. He is a Duke Tip participant, and he participated in National History Day at Western Carolina. As well as being so involved at Rugby the past 3 years, this exceptional student has also done various things for service over the years, including 2 summers volunteering with Mills River Life Enrichment Center for Senior Citizens at Mills River Methodist, volunteering at the Elks Club to pack Christmas food boxes, blessings in boxes with Rugby's National Junior Honor Society, volunteering with the West Henderson tennis team to clean up the courts last fall, and lastly, he volunteers with his family to adopt children at Christmas and helps with shopping and packing gifts. Outside of school, this student plays acoustic guitar and also plays tennis. He takes lessons at Hendersonville Rocket Club and competes in USTA tournaments. He is a remarkable young man who exhibits honesty, integrity, kindness, selflessness, good sportsmanship, and a determination to overcome obstacles. He is a well-deserving student of this award. It is my great pleasure to award the Etowah Lions Club Citizenship Award to Carson Hook. Etowah Lions Club is also donating, or not donating, but giving you $100 along with the award as well. So, congratulations.
So when somebody's thinking about what a good citizen is, they have honor, service, courage, and leadership. And you have shown all those things, all the things you do. You volunteer with the Halloween carnival, blessing the boxes, you help your neighbors at the yard sales when you can. You're an active member of the school, whether it be cross-country track, National Junior Honor Society, FCA, and you show leadership by being a great navigator and mentor. So this year, you've been chosen to win the Etowah Lions Club Award for citizenship.
In recognition of state placement at National History Day competitions, we go on location for the at-home presentation.
Hadley. National History Day is a year-long academic program focused on historical research, interpretation, and creative expression for 6th to 12th grade students. By participating in NHD, students become writers, filmmakers, web designers, playwrights, and artists as they create unique contemporary expressions of history. The experience culminates in a series of contests at the local and affiliate levels and the annual national competition in the nation's capital in June. This year, 55 rugby students participated in the regional competition at Western Carolina on March 7th. 11 of those students placed in their top 3 in their category and moved on to the state competition in Raleigh on April 27th. We would like to congratulate Hadley Melton for her first place win in the state competition group performance division for their project Ludwig van Beethoven, Barriers Broken, a New Musical Era Awoken. They will compete virtually in the national competition in June. National History Day is a year-long academic program focused on historical research, interpretation, and creative expression for 6th to 12th grade students. By participating in National History Day, students become writers, filmmakers, web designers, playwrights, and artists as they create unique contemporary expressions of history. The experience culminates in a series of contests at the local and affiliate levels and an annual national competition at the nation's capital in June. This year, 55 rugby students participated at the regional competition at Western Carolina on March 7th. 11 of those students placed in the top 3 in their category and moved on to the state competition in Raleigh on April the 27th. I'd like to congratulate Lenore Pratt for her first place win at the state competition group performance division for her project Ludwig van Beethoven, Barriers Broken, a New Musical Era Awoken. She will compete with her partner Hadley virtually in the national competition in June. Congratulations.
For our 8th grade Rugby Good Citizenship Award, we will also go on location for an at-home presentation.
Okay. I need a tissue. The Rugby Citizenship Award is given to an 8th grade student who is nominated by the 8th grade teachers and voted on by the entire rugby faculty. Active citizenship is defined as a citizen who works toward making his or her community a better place through public service, volunteer work, and other such efforts to improve life for all citizens. This award comes with a $100 gift, flavor first. Additionally, the recipient of this award has her name added to our wall plaque hanging near the front office. We are proud to present this year's Rugby Citizenship Award to an incredibly deserving young lady who exemplifies all the characteristics of citizenship, Miss Josie Cox. Thank you.
Over the past 3 years, I have had the privilege of watching Josie mature into the remarkable young woman that she is today. One of the first words that comes to my mind when I think of Josie is kind. Her infectious smile and positive attitude are always present and brighten the day of all those around her.
Josie is selfless, not only in her active volunteerism, but also in the way she comports herself in both academic and social endeavors at school. She is quick to think of others' feelings and suggest win-win solutions. Josie speaks to everyone with respect, not only because she believes it is the right thing to do, but because she genuinely respects all people.
She has completely involved herself in the rugby culture through serving as a mentor to sixth graders, leading her fellow cheerleaders as co-captain, volunteering through National Junior Honor Society, and documenting this year's memories as a member of the yearbook staff, all while pushing herself to academic excellence. Not only is she thoroughly involved in school, Josie also is an active participant in her community. For the past 2 years, she has volunteered her time to help with every event at the Mills River Fire Department, including the 50-year anniversary event and various fundraising dinners. During the current pandemic, Josie learned how to sew and helped assemble over 800 masks that were donated to the community. She has also assisted in cooking and delivering lunch twice a week to the Mills River Fire Department.
Josie is the epitome of what this award symbolizes, and we are so pleased to honor her as the 2020 recipient of the Rugby Citizenship Award.
Students nominated for the Rugby Good Citizenship Award are also recognized with our Raider Excellence Awards. This year's Raider Excellence Award winners are Jacob Clark, Emmy Atwell, Haley Melton, Kinsley Barnes, and Isabel Harden.
Good morning. My name is Suzanne Meadows. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Rugby Middle School. Thank you for joining us in our digital world as we celebrate students for their accomplishments. Each year in May, we gather together to celebrate students that have taken the opportunity to rise above learning difficulties, rise above social, emotional, or even physical challenges to succeed, to rise above a pandemic. And as I read these names of recognition, though, I want to also celebrate the success of our staff. Our staff who every day, here or at home, find a way to connect with our students. And in that connection, they release the untapped potential. They help students believe in themselves by showing their belief in them. So please help us celebrate the recipients of the Most Improved Award for 2020. Camden Reese, Lainey Karsner, Sean Boggs, Caitlin Hollifield, Charlie Allison, Nyla Carroll, Noah Johnson, Joshua Gardner, Devin Harilla, Dylan Walker, Silas Weedman, Jordan Gonzalez, Danica Brown, Austin Eady, Ben McCall, Temperance Cantrell, Mason Carver, Brooke Money, Isaac Hendricks, Jackson Roberts, Drew Chavez, Freya Onderdonk, Aliza Iqbal, Cooper McIntyre, Micah Griffin, Jania Wilson, Jordan Gosnell, Eben Mann, Travis DeBanca, Aiden Taylor, Melina Payne, Madison Robinson, Grayson Gasperson, Kaylee Merriman, Aiden Hall, and Charlie Decker. Thank you for taking this opportunity to rise above.
Hello, my name is Karen Matson, and I'm the Library Media Specialist. Mrs. Waycaster and I sponsor the Bow the Books team. This club exposes students to quality literature representing a variety of literary styles and viewpoints by prominent authors in the area of young adult literature. The game format creates interest and excitement in reading. Through the fun and excitement of the competition, students improve reading skills, mature in their choices of reading materials, and acquire a broader knowledge base. We would like to congratulate these students for earning a spot on the 2019-20 Battle of the Books competitive team and winning the Henderson County District Competition. Hadley Melton, Christian Acosta, Ellie Proctor, Sarah Walker, Rachel Smith, Sophie Ruzick, Lila Beck, Devin Dunham, and Timothy Everhart. After winning the county competition, they should have gone on to compete at the regional level. Unfortunately, as with many spring events, the regional competition was canceled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Our hearts broke for these students. Beginning in the spring of 2019, throughout the last year's summer, and throughout the school year, they read anywhere from 14 to 27 books to prepare for the chance to compete at the county, regional, and state competitions. Mrs. Waycaster and I have no doubt that they were headed to compete at state, and we are so proud of them. We would like to recognize Hadley Melton for her leadership and dedication, not only on this year's team, but also during her 6th and 7th grade years. To be on the competitive team takes a lot of self-motivation and time. Each year, as students add more and more activities to their schedules, finding the time necessary to prepare for Battle of the Books becomes more and more challenging. We definitely want to recognize Hadley's commitment and contributions to the Battle of the Books' success during her career at Rugby Middle School. Hadley, we will definitely be this next year. We will definitely miss you.
I'm Ms. Landreth, the Yearbook Advisor at Rugby Middle School, and I am so proud to present this year's yearbook. Our theme for this year's book was focus. We thought, how great! We can focus on how rugby students participate in academics, in clubs, in sports, and in extracurriculars. Who could have known that our focus would shift so quickly from our normal school activities to virtual learning, social distancing, hand washing, and toilet paper. This yearbook is unlike any yearbook you own. This student publication not only records history, but made history. When school closed, only a little over half of this book had gone to print. So what that means is that some of the pages in your books were started in school and completed in school. Some of the pages were started in school but completed virtually. Some of the pages were started virtually and completed virtually with very limited resources. Your yearbook staff never complained. They didn't say, this is too hard, we can't do it. Instead, they pulled together via Google Meet, Google Chat, FaceTime, email, text, whatever it took to make sure you have a yearbook that covers our year, start to finish. I would like to recognize this history-making group of young ladies at this time. Emmy Atwell, Kinsley Barnes, Natalie Beach, Naomi Cannon, Josie Cox, Anne-Marie Delphin, Karina Garcia, Sadie Luce, Percy Moore, Elena Presley, Selah Schreffler. Thank you.
Now we will present the President's Award for Academic Excellence. The President's Award for Educational Excellence is sponsored by the U.S. Department of Education in partnership with the National Association of Secondary School Principals to recognize and honor those students who achieved high academic goals by their hard work and dedication to learning. In order to be eligible for this award, a student must have maintained an average of 90 or above in their core classes through 6th, 7th, and the first 3 quarters of 8th grade. In addition, a student must have scored a level 5 on an EOG. The winners for the 2020 Presidential Award for Educational Excellence: Leland Biscup, Christopher Boyer, Merrick Campbell, Avery Korn, Lily Cumbie, Abram Fletcher, Benjamin Hinchcliffe, Carson Hood, Ellery Johnson, Hadley Melton, Lenore Pratt, Camden Reese, Aiden Reynolds, Selah Schreffler, Madison Shumway, Noah Toller, Trey Whitaker, Leo Chavez, Sadie Blake, Gabriel Sevens Coleman, Jackson Lynn, Jenna Grabowski, Thomas Correnti, Emma Hall, Marianne Maxon, Taylor Mickey, Lachey Morlou, Lily Singleton, Sean Nakano, Cameron Southall, Kaylee Phillips, Kaylee Johnson, Benjamin Ludwig, Emmy Atwell, Kinsley Barnes, Josie Cox, Amory Delphin, Lillian Milner, Percy Moore, Tanner Shive, Katie Stanley, Rourke Sullivan, and Jenna Watson. Could you join me in recognizing those students?
This next award is recognition of more than a letter that is representative of a numeric score. It represents a commitment to perseverance, excellence, and achievement. The following students have achieved all A's in all their courses for their 8th grade year. Emery Atwell, Kinsley Barnes, Leland Biscup, Christopher Boyer, Merrick Campbell, Rain Cassetta, Amory Delphin, Sean Hirschberg, Carson Hood, Hadley Melton, Percy Moore, Blake Phillips, Livia Price, Aiden Reynolds, and Jenna Watson. And I'd now like to recognize a select group of students who came to rugby as 6th graders ready for adventure and new challenges, and on their journey, many successes. The following students have earned all A's in all their courses for all 3 years at Rugby Middle School. Emery Atwell, Christopher Boyer, Sean Hirschberg, Carson Hood, Hadley Melton, Livia Price, and Aiden Reynolds.
Good morning. It's a pleasure to address everyone today, and I'd like to thank you for your attention. In this section of the program, we'll be recognizing our student athletes. Athletes, we appreciate your dedication, spirit, and sportsmanship throughout the seasons. If you haven't already done so, I would ask that you appreciate your coaches through an email, a handwritten note, phone call, or any other means that you can, just to say thank you for their time and efforts that they spent during the seasons with you. A few of the highlights from this year that these athletes contributed to include, from the fall, a championship volleyball season, a championship season for our boys and girls cross-country teams. From the winter, we had our boys and girls basketball teams make appearances in the conference tournament, and from the spring season, all of our spring teams were undefeated when we entered into the closure. Each year, our teachers nominate and our coaches vote upon the Female Student Athlete and Male Student Athlete of the Year Award. Athletes are nominated based on their academic focus, leadership, athletic involvement, and sportsmanship. The Male Athlete Award is named after a former coach, Mike Lemons. He was a social studies teacher here at Rugby for over 38 years. He coached several sports for over 30 years, including track, football, and girls basketball. The Female Athlete Award is named after Norma Eckley and Sean Korn. Mrs. Eckley was a PE teacher and a coach at rugby for over 30 years. She coached track, volleyball, girls basketball, cheerleading, and gymnastics. Mrs. Eckley was also a Teacher of the Year at rugby and helped start the first 8th grade dance here at the school. Coach Korn taught her entire career of 31 years here at rugby. She coached gymnastics for 3 years, volleyball for 12 years, and track for 26 years. She had 120 wins coaching volleyball with only 21 losses. 7 of the volleyball teams won the conference championship, and 7 of her track and field teams won the track conference championships. In 2002, she earned her National Board Teaching Certificate, and in 2009 received the Lou Ann Morgan Leadership for Outstanding PE Teacher in Henderson County. Coach Korn has a passion for teaching, a love for children, and has touched many lives in our community. Coach Lemons, Coach Eckley, and Coach Korn have been an inspiration to students, teachers, and coaches, and has left a lasting legacy here at rugby. It's clear why our coaches have decided to name these awards after them. The Mike Lemons Scholar Athlete of the Year goes to a student that participated in 4 sports this year and is described by one person in the following manner: hardworking, eager to learn, a fantastic teammate, and a great student. He's never too excited and never too defeated. His even-keel approach to competition makes him someone you can always count on. It's my pleasure to recognize Jackson Lynn as this year's Mike Lemons Scholar Athlete for Rugby Middle School. Jackson, I'm not sure if you're familiar, but every year rugby has a male Scholar Athlete. And the Scholar Athlete of the Year is defined as someone who has participated in multiple sports while maintaining a 3.0 GPA through their coursework and being a leader both on the athletic field and in the classroom. Our 8th grade teachers nominate students, and then the coaches will vote on the most deserving student that they think should be the male Scholar Athlete of the Year for Rugby Middle School. The female Scholar Athlete of the Year goes to a student that is described by one of her coaches as having excelled academically this year, maintaining straight A's even while taking high school Spanish. As an athlete, she has excelled both on the volleyball court and on the track team. On the track team, she has been a conference champion and holds individual and relay school records. She likely would have won more individual conference and event titles or set more school records had the season not been cut short. At this time, it is my pleasure to present the Norma Eckley and Sean Korn Scholar Athlete of the Year for Rugby Middle School to Emma Hall.
So each year, rugby recognizes scholar athletes, and the definition for a scholar athlete for Rugby Middle School is a student who has participated in 2 or more sports during the school year and has maintained a 3.0 GPA. The 8th grade teachers look at the leadership both on the athletic field and in the classroom, and they nominate students for the Scholar Athlete of the Year. So your teachers have nominated you. The coaches then cast a final vote to see who's going to be our female Scholar Athlete of the Year. And it's my pleasure, Emma, to present you with the Scholar Athlete of the Year for Rugby Middle School.
It's a difficult task for many athletes to participate in multiple seasons and maintain high grades and good attendance. This year, the 8th grade teachers recognized 36 student athletes who participated in 2 or more sports and maintained a 3.0 cumulative grade point average. Those students will be recognized with a certificate and with their names being called now. The female students are as follows: Natalie Beach, Brianna Budzinski, Delaney Cleveland, Josie Cox, Presley Fender, Jenna Grabowski, Emma Hall, Isabel Harden, Ellery Johnson, Marianne Maxon, Percy Moore, Lachey Morlou, Courtney Musselwhite, Olivia Price, Cameron Rumbo, Bella Sevens Coleman, Madison Shumway, Meredith Taggart, Jenna Watson, Annabelle Wilkie. Male student athletes are as follows: Christopher Boyer, Diego Castro, Aiden Inslee, Tyler Higgins, Jackson Lyda, Jackson Lynn, Aiden Osman, Skylar Pean, Grant Putnam, Aiden Reynolds, Hudson Rice, William Robinson, Gabe Sevens Coleman, Tanner Shive, Finley Sullivan, and Noah Toller. How about applause for our Scholar Athletes of the Year? Our teachers, coaches, and administration would like to thank the parents of all the student athletes from this year and wish each and every one of our students success as they continue their journey into the high school years.
For our next student award, we will go on location for the home presentation of the Kevin Lavelle Award.
The Kevin Lovell Award was established by the rugby faculty to honor the son of a former teacher here at Rugby. Kevin was physically handicapped, yet he showed an incredibly positive spirit and was an inspiration to others. This award was created to recognize other students who have demonstrated a positive spirit while having to deal with challenging circumstances on a daily basis. Jason is delightfully different from his peers, and that isn't always an easy thing to be. Regardless, he manages to balance school, gardening, horseback riding, and all of his passion for animals with a gentle smile and sense of humor. Jason comes in each morning with a smile on his face and a story to share. Although some of the work is challenging, he accepts feedback and strives to make the most of his educational experience. He is compassionate towards his peers and teachers. We so loved having Jason in our classes and wish him the best in high school.
For our next student award, the Chase Lattice Award, we will go on location for an at-home presentation.
Okay, all right. An 8th grade student at Rugby during the 2002-2001 school year, Chase Lattice earned the respect and love of many faculty members. He was well known for his outgoing personality and ready smile, as well as his willing spirit. After Chase was killed in an automobile accident in the spring of 2005, the 8th grade teachers established an award in his memory. This award is to be given to a student who personifies the rugby spirit. Just as Chase brightened our day with his smile and an eagerness to help others, we wanted to recognize a similar spirit in a current 8th grade student. Hadley Melton perfectly exemplifies the rugby spirit Chase Lattice personified. She has been involved in a slew of activities during her rugby career, from the Battle of the Books victorious team, playing the violin and strings, to dominating the National History Day competition. Hadley has also donated her time to multiple causes, like playing the violin at various nursing homes, turning in 68 hours of volunteer work for National Junior Honor Society, and sewing masks for people during the COVID-19 outbreak. While these actions alone make her deserving of this award, it is equally her strong character and gentle spirit that make her the obvious choice. Hadley's internal strengths may be summed up in this anecdote from Miss Perry. During 6th grade orientation this year, a little 6th grade girl came in and was very upset. Lots of tears and stress over being at Rugby. Leanne did not have time to work with the girls, so Hadley very quietly said she would help. Hadley spent the day with the girl and she was fine. The girl moved during the year and came back, and the first thing she asked when she came back was if Hadley could be her mentor. Congratulations to you, Hadley, on brightening our lives with your presence.
So since becoming an administrator, I've been able to read the recipients of our perfect attendance. But as I approach this right now, filming our award ceremony, I'm going to have to go off script. To attend, to be here, to be present. Now more than ever, I will never take that for granted again. I will not take for granted the students I see in the halls, that I see who should be in these bleachers, who I should wave at the car rider line, I cheer at sports events, to clap for play performances. So more than ever, I want to thank you for being here. And this list of students have attended every day of school when we were here, all year. So thank you to these students. Emily Atkins, Lainey Karsner, Delaney Cleveland, Abram Fletcher, Melanie Garcia Aguirre, Sierra Gilbert, Emma Hall, Ella Henby, Ben Hinchcliffe, Jackson Lynn, Mia McKinney, Haley Melton, Skylar Pean, Livia Price, Grant Putnam, Valerie Tanoka Hernandez, Robert Waters. Thank you for being here every day. Thank you to you all rugby students. We miss you. And as I go on, there are 2 students who have managed to attend every day all 3 years at Rugby Middle School. And as I thank these students, I also want to thank you parents, because I know you're the one who's also saying, all right, let's go, let's get to school. So thank you for being here every day, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to learn. Emily Atkins and Haley Melton.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Perry. Today we will recognize students as all-around kids of character. These students consistently exhibit the following character traits: responsibility, respect, perseverance, self-discipline, kindness, good judgment, integrity, and courage. These students were selected for this award by their teachers. The first recipient is an excellent young man with a great personality and sense of humor. He brightens up the class atmosphere with his kindness, willingness to participate and work with others, and his respectful attitude. He is a genuine, thoughtful student who even helped start a club to spread inclusivity to other students at rugby. For these reasons, Cyrus Galloway is a true all-around kid of character. The next recipient is a wonderful young lady who always has a smile, greeting, or kind comment ready for anyone. She is responsible, gracious, helpful, hardworking, and always considerate of feelings of others. She is the type of student who can work well with anyone and exemplifies an all-around kid of character. Congratulations to Anaria Dollar. This student is one of the Pirate Team kids of character because he exhibits all the traits of a good character. He is proactive, responsible, and helpful. He prioritizes work maturely, interacts with both peers and adults appropriately. He is also a fun, dynamic, great kid to spend time with. Congratulations to Jacob Clark. The next student was an obvious choice for the kid of character for the Pirate Team. She is absolutely lovely and has a genuine heart of gold. She is diligent, kind, helpful, spirited, responsible, and dedicated. She shows maturity and grace in both her academic endeavors and her relationships. She is also a wonderful young person to be around and spend time with. The All-Around Kid of Character Award goes to Emmy Atwell. The next recipient is his own person, one of those few kids who can march forward without the influence of his peers. He keeps a sense of humor, treats those around him kindly, and owns it when he makes mistakes. This award goes to Dante Santavica. This student is always ready with a smile and a hug for those around her. She is conscientious, hardworking, and gentle with those around her. Her maturity stands out among her peers. Congratulations to Kaylee Alexander. This next student is a kind, caring young lady who acknowledges the positive attributes in everyone around her. She is considerate, hardworking, encouraging, polite, and consistently puts forth her best effort. Her bright smile lights up a room while her warm, welcoming demeanor puts others at ease. This award goes to Kinsley Barnes. This student has demonstrated excellent character in physical education. He is extremely polite, conscientious, and positive in all that he does. He is a great PE student, role model for others, and teammate. Congratulations to Harrison Davis. Our final recipient is a hardworking, kind, respectful, thoughtful, and thankful young lady. She's responsible, always on task, and there to help in any way that her PE coaches ask of her. Congratulations to Marian Maxon. Mr. Pruitt and I coordinate the Rugby Raider Navigator program. This is a student mentoring program that involves approximately 90 8th graders who serve as peer mentors for every 6th grader here at Rugby Middle School. Mentors serve as role models and provide assistance in helping students transition to middle school by guiding them through activities that meet their social and academic needs throughout the school year. They play a vital role in the success of our student body and the positive culture established within our school. At this time, we would like to take the opportunity to recognize 2 of our mentors that have gone above and beyond in their leadership role by presenting them with a mentor award. Each of these students embraced their role as a mentor and provided great leadership to the 6th grade mentees. Our first recipient could always be found with a smile on her face and actively engaged with her group of mentees. It was obvious that her mentors adored her as they seemed to hang on to every word that she said. Specifically, her mentors say, "She is so nice and has always been a very supportive and kind friend. She was really easy to talk to and was always there if we needed anything. I really look forward to every Navigator activity because she made everything fun. Even when it wasn't time for the Navigator meetings, she would email us and ask us how we're doing. She has even kept in touch over this coronavirus pandemic as well. I'm really going to miss her next year." Congratulations to Isabel Harden. Our next award is being given to a mentor who showed the amazing ability to be cool, calm, and strong, even with more students unexpectedly added to her group. Her strength really showed when she directed her 6th graders in her group activities. Not only did she participate in the activities herself, she directed her 6th graders with targeted support. We observed her giving ideas to her students when they were stumped on a question, and sharing advice when they were drawing blanks during a role play activity. Week after week, it was wonderful to see such leadership skills come out of her calm personality. Her 6th graders surely gained a lot from being in her group, and we are proud of the job that she has done. Congratulations to Annabelle Wilkie. Finally, we have one last award to hand out. In order for our program to run smoothly, we select a few students to serve as our captains, and I don't use that term serve lightly. Captains perform many of the logistics behind this program in order for it to run smoothly. These 2 captains have truly impressed us from day one with their eagerness to help in every capacity. They often would arrive early before school, before I even showed up, and they would have everything set up, and when they would always see what else needed to be done in order for us to move forward with our activities. Thank you so much for your dedication to this program and the needs of your peers and those of our 6th grade students. I would like to present the Captain Award to both Jenna Grabowski and Trey Whitaker.
Each year, the Physical Education Department recognizes 2 outstanding students. These students have shown hard work, dedication, resilience, and compassion during their time in our classroom. These students set a positive example for their peers and lead through action on a daily basis. We are honored to present this year's recipients, Isabel Harden and Harrison Davis.
Now we will recognize 4 8th grade members of our orchestra program. These 4 students worked extremely hard to prepare required pieces to audition for the Western Regional Junior All-State Orchestra. And these students placed highly in the Junior Orchestra Clinic. Unfortunately, the clinic was canceled due to COVID. This cannot take away, however, the talent and hard work that went into preparing for this audition. Congratulations to Hadley Melton, Benjamin Hinchcliffe, Lenore Pratt, and Avery Korn.
Welcome to the 8th grade virtual awards for 2020. Although this is not what we intended, we are all excited to be here to recognize some of our outstanding students. We will begin with our core awards.
Our reading award is given to students who exhibit a talent in and/or passion for reading. These students are often seen with a novel in hand, they engage in conversations about books, and they thoroughly enjoy reading. For the Buccaneer team, Sean Nakano and Joshua Gardner.
For the Pirate team, Lainey Karsner and Madison Banner.
For the Sea Dog team, Sarah Gorgas and Thomas Correnti.
Our writing award is given to students who love to write and excel in their written expression. Some of the recipients of these awards are even writing books. For the Pirate team, Mackie Mao and Megan Lyrene.
For the Buccaneer team, Olivia Walden and Grant Putnam.
For the Sea Dog team, Leland Biscuit and Merrick Campbell. Our English 1 award is given to students who step up to the challenges and high expectations we set for them in this high school course. For the Sea Dog team, Ella Pickard and Lenore Pratt.
For the Pirate team, Emmy Atwell.
Our 8th grade math award is given to students for exhibiting superior math awareness through hard work, determination, participation, and problem-solving skills. For the Pirate team, this award goes to Katie Phillips and Jacob Clark.
For the Buck team, the award goes to Blake Phillips and Nathan Peacock.
And for the Sea Dog team, the award goes to Jasmine Banks and Cooper Ross. Also, the Math 1 award is given to students who exemplify the pursuit of mathematical excellence through content knowledge, accuracy, self-discovery, and problem-solving creativity. For the Sea Dog team, that award goes to Chris Boyer and Sadie Blake.
For the Pirate team, this award goes to Kinsley Barnes and Jenna Watson.
For the Science Award is for students who excelled in scientific knowledge and understanding. For the Pirate team, the award goes to Landon Nelson and Percy Moore.
For the Buck team, the award goes to Kimber Luce and Braxton Miller.
For the Sea Dog team, it goes to Ben Hinchcliffe and Abram Fletcher.
Now it's time for the Social Studies Award. Is given to students who show an aptitude for historical thinking and love of learning. For the Pirate team, it is Annabelle Wilkie and Braden McVeigh.
For the Buccaneer team, Rain Castetta and Cameron Southpaw.
For the Sea Dog team, Trey Whitaker and Hadley Melton.
Now we would like to recognize our most improved students.
Jordan Gosnell came to the 8th grade with everything that she could possibly need to be a success. She just needed to figure out how to put all the pieces together. She naturally has a smart, strong voice that she has developed and learned to use more judiciously. In doing so, she's begun to effectively advocate for herself and her peers and stand up for her values. It has been rewarding to watch her mature and lead, and I believe the best is yet to come.
Charlie Decker and I began the year somewhat rockily. However, I had the privilege in seeing an enormous transformation in his behavior in class this year. After switching him to a different class period, a move that he was supportive of, he was like a different student. Where before he was distracted and unmotivated, now he is focused and puts forth effort into all of his work. He always takes the initiative and asks for help and clarification when he needs it. And as a result, I have seen a big improvement in his grades since the beginning of the year. His growth and maturity has been wonderful to observe, and I will truly miss him next year.
Grayson Gasperson stood out early this year for his personality and sense of humor, but not so much for his work ethic. Despite some early struggles in math class, Grayson got serious about his grades, began to participate regularly in class activities, and logged in extra time outside of school hours to help improving his grades and understanding of the content. I also got to share in his love of classic rock music. He even managed to excel with his digital lessons during the Learn From Home model and set a high standard for himself with his participation and success. Grayson has matured a lot this year as a person and a student, and the CDOG team is very proud of his growth this year.
Kaylee Merriman is a bright young lady who came to us in the beginning of the school year as a quiet student who is overcoming several obstacles in her life. I have watched her grow over the past year in many different ways. She has really buckled down, and we have seen an improvement in her grades. She has begun to advocate for herself when she needs help, and she has gained confidence in the classroom and readily participates. Even through the Learn From Home model, Kaylee has been doing an amazing job. She has been participating in all of her classes each week and continues to turn in her work on time. Kaylee has been a joy to teach this year.
Aiden Hall is a very bright young man who has grown tremendously as the year has gone on. He has not only grown academically, but he has matured in his decision-making and relationship building. He has been one of the most consistent students on the CDOG team this year when it comes to not only work, but attitude. He has always been a respectful student, but as the year has gone on, he has began to emerge as a leader in his class and would try to steer others in the correct decision-making as well. Aiden has also become more confident in himself and now has no problem advocating for himself and asking for help when he needs it. Aiden has been a true joy in the class this year and will be missed.
Aiden Taylor, I've known you since your time at Fletcher Elementary School. I've always loved your smile and your upbeat attitude. School seemed to become more challenging to you as you moved to middle school. I was truly disappointed with your lack of work this year. I knew you were capable, and I was sad to see you were struggling to get your work in. I've been very impressed with your improvement during these difficult times. You've really turned it around and finished this year well. I look forward to your future success. Malia Payne, you've impressed me early on with your wonderful personality and interest in learning. Throughout the year, I've seen you grow in knowledge and in your relationship with others. When we had a new student during the class, you really stepped up and helped her transition to rugby. In addition, through these difficult times, you have kept up your work from home. Keep up the good work, Malia. I look forward to seeing your future success.
Madison Robinson, you always come into class quietly and sit at the back without saying a word. You may be quiet, but your impact is great. You've worked so hard this year at your math. I've been profoundly impressed by your persistence. You repeat a piece of math over and over and over again until you've got it. But not only do you work hard, you're also thoughtful, courageous, cheerful, funny, and just an all-round wonderful young person to be around. This year, I've seen you come out of your shell, talk more, offer your insightful views on things more, and it has been truly a delight to see you share your wonderful personality with us.
Travis Savanka has readily accepted the challenges of taking all inclusion classes as an 8th grader. He has managed the class and homework maturely and made every effort to stay on task. Travis asks for help when he is stuck and is willing to make corrections and improvements when he receives feedback. Travis's reading level has grown significantly this year as a result of his efforts in class. In addition to academic gains, Travis has also grown in the area of forming and maintaining healthy, respectful relationships with his teachers and peers. Like the rest of us, Travis is not perfect, but one of his best qualities is owning his mistakes and learning from them. This is a gift that will serve Travis well in all he does in life.
Dylan Walker is a bright young man who was often off task and unmotivated during the year. He was definitely not working to his potential. He did not complete and turn in assignments. Despite many promises from Dylan, his behavior did not change much while we were at rugby. Then the Learn From Home model began, and Dylan was a different student. He began videoing and chatting with his teachers daily. He turned in assignments on time and complete. He asked for additional assignments to help bring up his grade. Whenever we videoed, he had a smile on his face. While the Learn From Home model may not have been a good fit for everyone, Dylan is an extreme success story from this unusual time. I am so proud of you, Dylan.
Evan began the year as a student too cool for school. He is still way too cool, but has managed to find a way to mesh the two more equally. He began to accept ownership of his actions more easily, found ways to participate in class interactions, become motivated to advocate for his own academic success, and began to show leadership within the classroom amongst his peers. He really started to stand out as a leader. I was looking forward to seeing how far he would take this new attitude. Evan, I wish you the best in high school. I hope to see you leading the way over there as you have begun to do here at rugby.
My student is Lainey Carson. I am super proud of her. She is a kind and compassionate young lady, and she has worked extremely hard throughout this entire school year to improve her reading skills. She has taken on many challenges. She has had many setbacks and also pushed through those setbacks and obstacles to achieve her goals. This resilient attitude that she has had is going to carry her very far in life, and I'm super proud of her accomplishments. It has been a joy to work with her, and I look forward to seeing and hearing about the awesome things she does in high school next year.
Congratulations to all of you, class of 2024.
We're so proud of you.
With that, we have concluded the actual presentations of awards, but I do have a few remarks for our students. 6th and 7th grade students, we want you to know how proud we are of the way you guys continue to be engaged with school, even when you could not be here in person. We know that this time has presented challenges for all of us, and you have risen to the challenge of remote learning. We appreciate that. As you re-enter next school year, I hope you are ready to step into roles of leadership here at rugby, to help take rugby to the next step forward in its growth. We all have work to do in chasing down our potential. So my challenge to you is to enter next school year ready for that pursuit. 8th grade students, on Friday, March 13th, you left rugby. You got onto buses and waited in car right line. And you went home for what you thought was a normal weekend. None of us had any idea that you were leaving rugby for the final normal school day you would experience here. You didn't know to take time to tell your teachers goodbye. You didn't know to take the 7 trash bags of stuff out of your locker. You didn't know that you needed to stop by the office to tell Mama G and Miss Marino goodbye. And none of this is fair. Much has been made over the last 2 months of how difficult this has been for seniors, both high school and college. Well, I want to recognize just how hard this has been for 8th graders. I might have heard more than once that your class did all of the hard stuff to earn the rewards, but then you weren't able to cash in on your earnings. Let's look at some of those things you missed. You missed talking about your spring break with your classmates. You missed your Mountains to Sea trip. You missed your 8th grade dance. You missed spring fine arts performances. You missed the chance to repeat as conference champions in many sports. You missed the chance to have yearbook signing parties with your classmates. You missed the 8th grade celebration that should be happening immediately after this ceremony. You missed all of these things, and others that I'm certain I forgot. And people will continue to focus on what the seniors have missed. None of this is fair, and we all recognize it. In spite of that, life does march on. And outside of your families and our community, very few are focused on what the 8th graders missed. So cliche, but life isn't always fair. There are people who have it better than you and folks who have it worse than you. In fact, if you look back on your whole middle school experience, you will likely see that teachers sometimes gave you more grace than you deserved. That office staff broke school rules and gave you Skittles. That hopefully administration tried to help you learn from mistakes you made without judgment. And that all of our staff and community offered you support and love and safety. My guess is that those things became so commonplace in your time here that you failed to always notice. You took for granted what kids in other middle schools never experience. And that is also not fair to them. I say all of this simply to say that this pandemic has shown us that life can get turned upside down with no notice. And it is so vital that we stay present and mindful in our lives and aware of all the gifts in our world. To our 8th graders, the graduating class of 2024, when you are allowed to resume something like a normal life, take this lesson and work to appreciate all of the gifts you have in your lives. If we avoid taking those things for granted, you will see the ways that life's unfairness sometimes works in our favor. With this, your time at rugby is over. But your influence on the rugby family will go on. Songwriter Jason Isbell said it best when he wrote, "It's easy to see that you'll get where you're going. The hard part is letting you go."